Welcome back. Did you see all of the amazing performances on the football fields across South Dakota last Friday? Well, me neither. But luckily, Jason Andera has a complete breakdown of the top performers from last week. Jason?
I hate to say this, I did not see them all either, but I will get you caught up on the best performers of the weekend in just a minute. But first, let's recap a couple of number one teams who both got tested in Class 9AA. It was a battle of unbeatens. Bonham took on Gregory, and Bonham actually got started off on the right foot. Bryce Jasinski finds his favorite target, Colin Adams. They hooked up 4 times for 4 different touchdowns on the day. They scored another one here from 35 yards out, and Colin Adams got his team up 14-8 early. You'll see the nice throw right there by Jasinski, and Adams comes down with it. But there's another quarterback in this game named Andy McCants. He was able to spread it around. He's dumped it off to J.J. Beck, who does the rest. He actually threw 4 first-half touchdowns to 4 different receivers, and they get the win on the day. Head coach Brian Almendinger reacts after the game.
We got in some rhythm throwing the football. We're having some trouble running the ball, which is we got to get that fixed for sure. Because you saw when we had to rely on the pass there that kind of, it's bound to happen. Odds will catch up with you that you're going to have a mistake here or there. But we got to run the ball better. That's just bottom line. Bonham, my hat's off to them. Those guys played hard. They're a talented team. They run good offense. They play great defense. They're a very good football team. I mean, their best one I think we've seen by far. So I think it's good. They're one of the best teams in the state, I think. So I think we're right about where we want to be, but in order to get to where we really want to be, we really have to clean some things up.
Well, Gregory has a few things to clean up, but the Washington Warriors have a few things to clean up as well. They came into this game against Rapid City Stevens looking near invincible, but the Raiders showed that they are a little bit invincible. A little bit invincible, is that even a word? I don't know, but they showed that they had a weakness, and the Stevens Raiders really challenged them throughout the game. It was a back and forth contest. Stevens would get within 1 point as time was about to run out. Went for 2. Didn't come up with it, but both coaches proud of the way they played.
But we haven't been preparing the last 2 weeks like we should be, and so we're going to take that one. Those guys played hard. They did a great job, but we got a wake-up call there.
The kids played their hearts out. This is a group of kids that play hard every play. They go 100% every play, and I couldn't be more proud of the way their effort was tonight.
I am so proud of you guys.
So a lot of great performances across the weekend. Let's take a look at some of the best and hand out our varsity game ball. Devin Eppard, 232 and 3 touchdowns. Jaden Yonke of Madison, a great second half, ran for 197 and 2 scores. You see him right here going past West Central. And then another ton of great running backs. Michael Hofer, Scott Jolly, Mark Rogers, Parker Nelson, all ridiculous days running the football. All went over 200 except for Parker Nelson, but he only had 8 carries, but he turned half of those into touchdowns. There were 2 300-yard passers on this list. Jaden Johansson and Trey King both went over 300. Both very efficient, 20 for 26 in that game. Let's take a look at some of the Stevens Raiders, though. Get to know this guy, Michael Norman. 8 catches, 133 yards, 2 of those for touchdowns. Big day for Michael Norman. But the game ball goes to Damian Lucas. This guy is incredible. This footage is actually from a week ago, but it looked very similar this week as he dominated with 271 yards. He's already over 1,000 yards on the season. Great year for Damian Lucas at running back, and congratulations on this week's varsity game ball from Midco Sports Tonight. Back to you, Kelly.
All right, thanks, Jandy. I feel caught up. I feel good. But next on Midco Sports Tonight, we head up I-29 to hear from Jody Norset about the weekend's high school football action in North Dakota. Stay tuned.